So, hi, on the Glorious Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And we're here with
Jason from Dead7.
And we're some questions today about the upcoming album. Love what you can while you still got something left to love. So, congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
It's been pretty insane, not gonna lie. Just we're this is my second music project ever, so just to have the response that we've been getting to everything we've been doing, it's just been amazing.
Hell yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Well, not a bad trajectory for only the second music project. Things seem to be on the up and up.
Yeah,
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, the record honestly blew me away. It's so fucking good. I'm really stoked for people to hear this.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, thank you. That really means a lot. Yeah, we're really stoked with this thing because we wanted to just kind of like, if we were gonna make it our debut, we wanted to just fucking punch the ceiling, you know?
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
It should be. So, is there any meaning behind the album title or cover art?
So the title really kind of refers to it's a lyric from one of our songs that we're releasing called Nuclear. And it's just kind of the uncertainty of like love and life and death and just trying to hold on and love the people, the things that you love, you know, while you still can, because you never know when something could end, or whether that be a relationship or someone's life or, you know, what have you. And then the album artwork, kind of creating that vibe of like, not dystopic, but more like just distorted reality of like things are not great. And then the figurehead is kind of a character idea that we're kind of working with, trying to incorporate into like our universal vibe.
Ooh, hell yeah. So is the character going to be, is it like a character in the album, or is it just kind of like a mascot of some sort? What is the
It
idea behind that?
definitely more of like a mascot. We definitely kind of have noticed that, um, you know, bands kind of tend to try and create either a sort of vibe or aesthetic, or have something that you can like, you see that and you're like, oh, that band, you know? So like with TV Head, man, that's the name we have for him. We don't have like an official name for him yet, but
I
just kind
love
of
it.
putting him in our visuals and just kind of piecing him into these kind of different worlds, you know?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's
Makes
dope.
sense. Hell yeah. So, can you tell us a little bit about the writing process for the album?
Oh man. So we had planned on going in June, and then when we got the call from Sharp Tone, it kind of just like really sped up the process. Like we were gonna break out this writing process over like a year span probably.
Hmm.
But with their backing, we were able to kind of just like take the whole month of June last year and just crush it out. And what we do is we go in with very, very minimal ideas, either like a riff or maybe like a hook or some lyrics, and just kind of build off of those. So a lot of it was just, what can we come in and create? Like, what, you know, we're going to start here, but like, where's it going to go? And so it definitely was like about 2 or 3 songs in when we really found like the overall theme or vibe of the album.
Yeah.
And that was like, all right, here we go. Let's do this thing, you know? So it's always really fun. Our producers, Caleb Freihout and Ben McGinnis, they're good friends of ours, and we've been working with them for a while, and just been awesome to just get to make like a full album with them, because we've done all these little singles and we did the EP, and just really wanted to do something full.
Hell yeah. So when you say go in, you guys went in to record the record, and basically you guys write as you record. Is that what I'm gathering?
Yeah. We, you know, our bassist Steven, he dabbles in all instruments, so he'll come up with like riff ideas, or I'll come up with lyric ideas, or I'll be like, hey, Caleb, I have like, this is the kind of idea I have for what I want this song to be about, and we'll kind of go in that direction. So we go in not with like full fleshed out songs, because if you get too married to an idea and then someone else in the band or one of our producers is like, no, that fucking sucks, it's heartbreaking, you know? You're like, ah.
Sure.
So it's just best for us to try and keep it as fluid and loose. That way we can really like what comes out naturally, where we can really work on that, you know.
Yeah.
For
So
sure, that
so
makes
a
sense.
process that you mentioned was supposed to take you guys a year before Sharp Tone came in basically took you guys a month instead.
Yeah, because we were able to take the time to just sit
Mhm.
and work on it. We didn't have to, worry about funding the whole thing just from ourselves, which can, if if you're really working on a good product, it'll cost. So
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
What was the plan? Always an album, or did the album plan transpire once Sharp Tone came in the picture?
it was always the plan. It was definitely the plan. Maybe the release maybe would have been a little bit different if it was been like independent, like just us. We would have maybe done like, you know, half of the album as like an EP and then like release maybe some more songs and then another EP and then put it to a whole thing. Like we were
Mhm.
talking about maybe doing that, but once they kind of were like in our corner and were like, hey, what can we do to help and get you to where you can get that done? We're like, fuck it, let's just write a whole thing and go from there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn straight. So, what song off the album took the longest to write, and which one is your personal favorite?
Thinking back, I think the one that we beat our heads against the wall the most was probably it's one of the ones that's not even like a single, and from all of us, it was one of the ones that we are all kind of like but then whenever we got it mixed and mastered, we all started to appreciate it a lot more. It's called Tattoo. That one took the longest to write because we had like the chorus hook kind of like fleshed out already, but it was just trying to figure out what kind of instrumental, like what were we really wanting to hit on,
Mhm.
and we kept it um more synth based, and I think whenever we got it mixed it really brought that to life and brought that like sound. So that one took the longest. That one was the one where we were like, why can't we
Yeah.
get this shit, you know?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then personal favorite of mine off the record is Nuclear, which is going to be I'm really excited for that song. I think that one is definitely a left field kind of song, but when we got done with it, we were all just super stoked on how it turned out. It just is completely different than a lot of the stuff we've done, kind of like Please. And I just, in my opinion, too, it's one of my best vocal deliveries I've ever done. So I'm really stoked for people to hear that.
That's
Hell yeah,
wonderful.
fuck
Okay,
yeah.
good.
So how did the track list for the album come about? Did you guys write the opener be the opener, closer be the closer, shuffle around and see what fits? What was that process like?
So yeah, no, the first couple songs we wrote just to kind of get the feeling for everything, and then when we wrote Blur, that one we wrote strictly with the intent of that being like the opening track for the album. We got done with that and we're like, this is the one that whether you've heard the single or whether you're listening to the album and hearing the song for the first time, that's the first one you're gonna hear, because that was like this is dead 7, the culmination of dead 7 and like all the things that we do,
Mhm.
like the uncertainty of the drops and the really, you know high melodies and all that stuff. And then the track listing, definitely trying to keep it fluid enough to where you're like, you can still like kind of vibe with it and head bob and have a good time, but then there's some bits where it slows down.
Mhm.
And then obviously we do still have a lot of those heavier hitting elements, like the one song we have, Floating, who we got Aaron Matz on. I think that one's gonna just punch people in the fucking face, and I'm ready. I'm kind of excited to see the reaction to that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our last one on the album, Dope Stick, that was definitely like, we wrote that as like, this is the culmination of album start to finish. When you get to the end, this is our end.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Um, that song I'm really stoked for people to hear too, because that's another one where I don't think people will expect it.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Hell
yeah.
yeah. We're talking a lot about like how you're feeling about people, how you're feeling for people to hear certain songs. But I'm curious, just the album in general. It's out next month. How are you personally feeling? With the album around the corner. What are your feelings? Excitement, nervousness, etc., etc.
I would definitely say it's excitement. I'm overall an anxious person, so one that's just
Good.
always curious on the response to everything.
Mhm.
But I'm so 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 excited for this to be out, because it's been a lot of work into it, and a lot of time, and I think that either I don't even, it's one of those things where every time we put something out, I'm like nervous as shit. But then there's such a positive response that you'd think I'd have built up more confidence at this point. I'm really excited that all of the singles and everything we've put out has been, you know, people have been really positive. Obviously not everybody's going to vibe with it, but I'm excited to have like a full album out. I think that's a whole piece of work instead of, just here's some singles of what we sound like. This is it. This is us. This is what we've always kind of wanted to get to. And now you guys get to hear it at basically, in my opinion, the highest potential we could do it. So I'm really excited.
That's so
Nervous.
special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a great way to put it.
Yeah, and it allows people to dive into your sound all the way and actually spend 30 or 40 minutes with your band in a succession, not just ping ponging around between singles on the page, hoping that they stay on the page when the Spotify radio hits.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, would you be able to tell us where your headspace is at while you're creating this record?
Be completely frank with you, it wasn't super great. I had been dealing with a lot in my personal life, and I'll be real, I almost fucked up my relationship with my partner. And so in that time period, working on trying to mend things with my partner and work on my mental health, and then in the midst of writing this, it was definitely very when I was talking to somebody other day about it, it was very cathartic. It was very like able to get out a lot of thoughts and really channel my feelings into like a lot of the delivery and a lot of the songs and what they're about. And so it was at the time I was not in a great headspace, but like being able to do that definitely like kept me going and kept me from losing my shit. And my producer at the time, he was also going through it, so we were able to both kind of work through it by just getting to fucking write some really cool stuff and channel some of our a lot of our feelings into it, because there's a lot that went into it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you had the outlet, and I hope you're doing better now.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, we're on the up and up.
Damn straight. We up.
We up right now.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, no, definitely a lot better.
That's good. That's good to hear. So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should you do it in the car with friends, in dark with headphones on? Is work album, party album? What do you personally recommend?
I think it really depends on what you listen to music for, man. If you're a gym goer, then there's a lot of tracks on there for you. If you're one of those people that just likes to vibe in the car, then definitely crank up your stereo, because I want you to feel all of the things that are in the songs, because there's a lot of different background elements that I think people will start to pick up on once they listen to it. That'll be like, oh, that's kind of neat, or oh wow, I can't believe they threw that in there. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things that we do, is we put a lot into not just the guitar tone and the drums and the singing. We add a lot of electronic stuff to really build the song and give little Easter eggs for people to look for. So definitely, if someone's gonna listen to it for the first time, make sure you listen at a good volume. Don't fucking just sit there with your iPhone speaker just like to your ear. Like give yourself a true experience.
Exactly. Immerse yourself in the experience.
Glory shot me a dagger because I'm the one that always listens to the music like this, laying in bed, half asleep right before the interview. Stoked to announce that I listened to this sitting right here last night before the interview with my good speakers.
Win. There you go. Okay, good.
That is a win.
I did listen to other albums for bands we're talking to later on my phone, but not this one.
What you want? Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
That's what we were waiting for.
Hell yeah. And this one should be super, super quick off top of your head. I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
Experimental.
Okay.
I hate to say this, but horny
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
and
Hell yeah.
definitely emotional.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would throw all those are the top three for sure because it really kind of encompass the whole mood
Yeah.
of what we were doing.
Experimental, corny. Hell, you know what? Fuck yeah.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Love it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Like I'm not gonna try to hide it at all. Like the one song on there, you guys, if when you listen to it, it's straight up. You know what it's about if you listen to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
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 Not saving anything for the imagination.
No, literally not.
And in that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want listeners to have while going through the album?
When I have fun. When I listen to music, I'm regardless of what genre it is, if it can either get me to kind of move or if I can vibe and just sing along to or have fun with it, like, enjoy it. Just have fun and enjoy. That's what I want people to take away from it. Because if whether you want to come see us live or just listen to it, have fun with it.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful. Hell yeah. And are you able to touch on any particularly challenging or standout moments during the creation of the album, positive or negative?
Some positives would definitely be um, I pushing myself a lot more in um, my voice and my singing
Growth.
and just
Hell yeah.
overall vocal delivery. It was
Mhm.
that was a big experimental part with this because I had done some singing on our last EP, but that was really like the first time I'd really done that musically. So to get a whole album where I would say 80% of it's singing, it's been really cool to develop that. Um, and then to kind of piggyback off of that, it was, it's really tough because when you sing, the tone's got to be right, pitch has got to be right, like it has to be good. So, some parts I'd have to take it like fucking 10 times because I'd either mess up just a little bit or it wasn't right tone or right pitch. So, um, those were I think the vocals were definitely the most challenging. And then, um, yeah, I really that'd be it. Other than that, like our guitarists they're phenomenal, and um, Zach's a good drummer and really knows like what he wants the drums to sound like in a song. Um, and then our bassist Steven, just dude can just play pretty much anything. So just really it felt like a lot of pressure on me, but I feel like I did it justice. So I'm stoked.
Damn straight.
Oh,
Pressure
yeah.
makes diamonds. You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
So for this question, I want you to picture you're on tour, you're at a gas station for a rest stop. What is your snack of choice?
That is, I love these kind of questions. I love these kind
Hell
of
yeah.
questions.
We got a couple of them coming up.
It's funny because we just went to Nashville. Whenever I go to a gas station, I'm definitely I love fruit snacks. So, like gummy worms, gummy bears are usually a big choice for me, and then an energy drink.
Ooh, shut the
Yes.
fuck up.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, damn
Yeah.
straight. I haven't tried the Welch's one. Have you tried the sour green apple?
I have not.
It's the best one.
You guys should
I-
trade right now.
Yeah.
My,
there you
here you go. I have not tried this one. I'm stoked to try this one. And
Yeah.
then I like the pink lemonade.
that one fucks. Yeah.
That one fucks it's so good.
Mhm.
I tried they had iced tea lemonade and that I was very disappointed in it. Because
Yeah, I wouldn't grab that one.
no, I thought it was like, oh, this might be good. And then I'm like, if it
Mm.
wasn't carbonated, maybe, but also just not good.
Yeah. What is that, like an Arnold Palmer? And it was
Yeah.
caffeinated?
Yeah, it was
I don't know
weird.
how I feel about that. Yeah.
It was
that's
weird.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. Have you tried the sour cherry? This is very important. It's interview
I didn't
stuff.
know they had a sour cherry. That sounds great.
Yeah, it's like there's Sour Patch Kids collab. It's like
Ooh.
let me tell
I
you.
like the Sour Patch watermelon. I haven't had
Mhm.
the sour cherry. I need to do
Yeah.
that next.
Yeah, that's it. Put it on your list. Homework.
Okay.
Homework.
That-
Fuck that one. Let me know how that one goes though, because I Welch's. It depends. It depends.
I like grape stuff, so I'm interested.
I'm intrigued.
I'm just hoping it doesn't taste like cough medicine.
That's my worry with like cherry and grape like flavored things because it's hit or miss. Same with orange because sometimes
Yeah.
it tastes like emergency.
Yeah.
Worst thing ever. I just
Yeah. Just kills it.
Kills it. Fucks up the vibe completely. Okay, anyways. So on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
Definitely like a really freaking good stir fry because it's got a lot of different complex elements and a lot of different things to chew on and a lot of different textures. So
Hell yeah.
that's my answer. That's what I'm gonna go with.
All right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And for the last couple of questions, going to shift completely away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Ooh. I'm a slut for Mexican food because I loved it
Hell
growing
yeah.
up.
Mhm.
My wife is Mexican, and
Mhm,
so
yeah.
just dove in with it. So last meal would be like 10 street tacos,
Fucks, yeah.
like carnitas with cilantro, onion, lime, and a good salsa.
Yep. Yeah.
And then probably like two, like not quesaritos, but like like when you go to a Taco Bell and they actually give you good Taco Bell food. So like two beefy 5 layers,
Yeah.
just and then I would definitely want like a house salad and a whole pumpkin pie with a shit ton of whipped cream.
Of course.
And then with a drink, it'd be just a giant brisk raspberry iced tea.
God.
Because,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
That's solid.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, yeah. And if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
I know it's kind of fucked up, but hold on. Have you guys heard of the Ready Player One? Have you read the book or watched the movie?
I watched the movie and like half listened to the audiobook, so basically.
Okay, so it's probably not good to live in that world, but I think that's kind of neat that the virtual reality, like being fully immersed kind of thing would be kind of neat. So that would be a neat to kind of live in that world for a little bit. Like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, like not so much for me because I feel like I would get fucked up by somebody or like get eaten by some sort of mythical creature. I don't know.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, just definitely more of like a sci-fi world because I'm not much like a Star Wars or Star Trek person. So definitely something sci-fi though, and that one would be the one for me.
Solid.
Oh yeah. And I've not asked the last question. Every single person who's spoken to have said that it is the most important question. What is your favorite color?
Purple.
Specific shade of purple.
Definitely more of like a deeper, like plum kind of purple.
That's solid.
Fucks.
But yeah, I've always been a purple guy.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
No, if you are never hearing us for the first time, check out our record. I want you to listen to the whole thing front to back. Tell me you love it. Tell me you hate it. Just the fact that you listened to it means the world. So.
Hell yeah.
Damn straight.
All right. Well, thank you. This has been Jason from Dead7, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.